Welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. I am your host, GQ. Today we're going to be looking at something really interesting from the Hasbro area of the internet. But before we get into that, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
You're still holding on!
Like the video, leave some comments on this video and the other ones that I've done. Check out culturejunkies.net. Also, look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are also on Twitch and Discord, so we are everywhere. So today we're going to be looking at, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and just get into it, because this is one that caught my eye right around the same time that the Count Dooku Force Effects lightsaber caught my eye. A lot of people didn't like the movie or the movies. Some people didn't like the character. Some people just out and out nowadays just kind of have a hate boner out for Star Wars. But there is one thing that always reigns true for me when it comes to Star Wars. I am a big time fan of the lightsaber. Regardless of wherever the franchise goes, regardless of what they do, whether it's Disney or Lucas or whoever doing what, you give me a good lightsaber fight or a good lightsaber sequence, I don't really care what else happens in the movie. So, as long as you do that, we're good. So I'm going to take a peek at, make sure there's nothing else on there that's marking my name, the Star Wars Black Series Force Effects Elite Kylo Ren Lightsaber. So let's get into how in the world, you know what, know where that tag even came from. All right, let's get into it. Force Effects Elite Lightsaber Kylo Ren. I actually saw this at I think for the first time I saw it at a GameStop. Didn't quite know what it was, didn't know what was going on with it, what it was all about. I knew it was, you know, again, it was a cool lightsaber. And I've actually already got a Kylo Ren lightsaber from Star Wars Black Series. So it was kind of like, do I even need another one? Then I read up on it a little bit more, see what, you know, what they were talking about. And this thing is actually really cool. The Elite Series is actually very cool. Now, I've been collecting the Force Effects lightsabers since back when Master Replicas was the company that was making them. And the quality when they were making them was a little bit better. So when I heard about the Elite Series, it's like, okay, are they gonna try to get back to that level of quality that the Master Replicas Force Effects lightsabers was at? And it seems like, from what I'm hearing, that's kind of what the Elite Series is. Now granted, it being Elite, you know what, I'm not even gonna try to do that. Let's get the box completely open from every angle, because I don't wanna accidentally pull something and break something and then be all mad about it and upset. So we're not gonna do that today. We are going to do this the right way. Make sure this unboxing goes smoothly. We got everything cut, I think. Yeah, because I don't want any mishaps here, because that would suck. This thing cost a little too much to have a mishap or some type of error or mistake. Not gonna be doing none of that today. All right, I think I've cut every single place that can be cut. Get all the tabs open. There we go, that's better. That is a nice little presentation for this lightsaber. Warnings, instructions, and a bunch of parts. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Oh yeah. Saber itself is actually really small. Well, by comparison, and I'll make sure I grab some video of the comparison shots of the original Kylo Ren Black Series lightsaber and this one, because this one is considerably smaller in my hand, which is fine because that's, you know, more screen accurate. Normally with the Force Effects lightsabers, they got to make them bigger so they can fit all the electronics and everything inside. But it seems like they've done something to the process to make it where they can get this thing small. And that's awesome. Also, speaking of awesome, this is another thing I thought was really cool. This actually has a stand for the saber, and I'm sure there's something else missing for the stand, so I'm not even going to try to mess around and display that and break something. Yeah, it looks like there's some extra pieces for the stand itself. So before we try to display it, I'm going to make sure I read all the proper instructions and everything. All right, and our blade is here. It looks almost similar to the one that you get at Galaxy's Edge, which would actually be really funny if they basically just gave you a Galaxy's Edge blade. But I'm pretty sure there's some differences for it, because from what I've seen with this one and what I've read about this one, this has got some different blade effects on it that are actually really, really spectacular. So, you know what? Quick peek at the instructions to make sure stuff makes sense. Yep, put that on and twist. There is a piece for this that gets connected to the saber so you can display it. So we're not even gonna do that. You guys will see all that in photos and of course on the turntable. I will of course get this thing assembled. You'll get a full video breakdown of this. I'm actually even gonna pull out the other Force Effects Kylo Ren saber that I have so we can do a side-by-side comparison of what each one looks like, what are the differences. I will make sure obviously there's sounds so you can hear the different sounds that this thing makes. I will of course cut these lights. So you guys, you're gonna get a full-on video comparison in, you know, the final moments of this video like I normally do. So, for Culture Junkies, what's in the box? The unboxing. I'm GQ. This, even though it's kind of in pieces right now, is the Kylo Ren Elite Series Star Wars Black Force Effects lightsaber. I'm GQ, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Giving a shout out to DeMarcus Smith, Fab Nerd Life, and Nanette Culture Junkies level patrons. Thanks for your support. If you're enjoying our content, please consider going to our Patreon and becoming a supporter. There are different tiers to select from, and we thank you for your support.
Culture Junkies!